Conor, you're right there on the Golan Heights, the border between Israel and Syria, where there has always been such a precarious balance. Do you have a sense that these strikes by the U.S. can stay limited? They were intentionally limited to one facility, trying to avoid Russian casualties, civilian casualties. Does that message get out, or will the enemies of the United States try to find a reason to escalate as a result?
We hear mixed messages here, and I'm not sure even the Russians or the Assad regime know exactly how they're going to respond. It's important to point out that in multiple times in the last few years that Israel has in fact struck in Syria with their jets when they believe that the Assad regime was transferring weapons to groups like Hezbollah. Now, in all of these strikes, the Assad regime has not responded against Israel, and so they've almost had to allow these airstrikes to happen, even though the Assad regime and Russia are not happy about them. They've allowed these strikes by Israel to happen and have not responded. It's very possible that the Assad regime, since they're battling rebels and other groups in Syria, they just don't have the ability to respond to this now. But it's also possible that groups like Hezbollah or even Russia or Iran say enough is enough, we need to respond. I think that's the worry in this region, is that this could escalate very quickly, and there are a lot of targets. There are U.S. troops in Syria. There are U.S. troops in Turkey. There are U.S. troops in Jordan. And Israel is always a favorite of groups like the Assad regime or Hezbollah to respond to as well. This could, and not saying that it will, but I think what we're watching in the next 72 hours or so is, does this escalate?
Yeah, not to mention what all this means for ISIS.
Yeah.
Conor Powell is live for us on the Israel-Syrian border. Conor, thanks for being with us this morning. Really appreciate you breaking that down.
Appreciate it. I have a feeling we'll hear more from you as the day progresses.